I think everybody joined. Okay, so I'm going to run this command. So what it says, basically it says yarn and followed by the jar, and you providing the jar, okay, where your jar file is located, and then this is my input. Sorry, this is my the driver class. Basically, when you run a Java program, uh, you have to provide a class which has a main method. Okay, so in this three programs, we have a driver program which has a main function. So that is your entry point of your the Java project. Okay, so whenever the execution starts, the execution starts at the program which has a main function. So that's the reason if your even if your jar file contains multiple class files, you can specify the class which has a main method so that the JVM will start that class as a first program. So you need to provide the fully qualified path, which is a package. This is the package name I defined for my project. So if you just see it here, so I kept my package name as it's just organizing your project, the class file. Okay, so package is used for that, and then I give the input path. My input data is stored in this data MapReduce and a new Stacks Exchange data input, and this is one I am going to use as output, which is already exists. So what I'll do is I will drop this. So to delete the HDFS directory, you can use HDFS DFS -rm -r. This is deleted. Let's verify this. So that got deleted. Now let's run this program. So this is going to submit to the resource manager. Let's go and monitor the job using the resource manager web UI, which is a local host. The default port number for resource manager web UI is 8088. You can open this, and there is a uh, application is started. Okay, so okay, so it is not going to the running mode. Okay, so I made some configuration changes in my yarn.site.xml. Okay, uh, uh, I will actually change revert those changes. Okay, so it will keep on waiting because I put some more resource like the memory and other allocation. So it is somehow it is not starting. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just kill this. You can kill the application. It's killed here. I will go to the Hadoop installation folder, and we have Hadoop installed on this location, and go to the etc yes Hadoop. So this is the place where you have all the configuration related to Hadoop. So I will go to the, sorry for the background noise. I'll go to the yarn site.xml. Actually, to run Spark job on Yarn, I made some changes here. So for now, I'll just comment out this. Okay, so now whenever you change this, make changes in the Yarn site.xml, you need to restart your Yarn service. So I'll stop the Yarn and restart.
Hari, where we get that XML file, yarn XML file?
So
What's the
so
path?
so while installing, you know the Hadoop folder where you extracted, right?
Yes, yes.
So inside that you will see a folder called etc,
Yeah, okay, okay.
and inside that Hadoop. So this is the location all your Hadoop related configuration files will be there.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah. So I am actually put it in my users home directory where I have a softwares and followed by the respective path.
Yeah, yeah. Got it, yeah.
Sure. Thanks. Okay. So I'll go back and start again the yarn. And we'll also delete if data is already there. So it's not anyway created. Now again I will rerun the job. I will still it is accepted. Okay. Still it's insufficient resource. Okay, so okay, let's find out why this is happening. Some configuration we need to set. Okay, this. place I referred this percentage has to be increased. I don't know what. So we'll just really 0.5 or 8. I don't know the exact number. To 30% of creation master. Okay, we'll try to use this property. I'll restart again with the I'll restart the yarn again. Kill this. So, stop hyphen yarn.sh. Okay, let's see. Just give me 1 minute. What I'll do is I will also stop this VM. Okay, so we have it here. Stop this VM. And I will try to increase the RAM size. 10 GB is already. Just to post. For already acceleration. So let me log in. Start. Yeah. So so basically, how this when we submit the yarn client, so we submit to the resource manager. The resource manager will create one container, okay, and it allocate actually the one container, and that container for application master, okay, it will allocate one container for application master with the resource set for the application master. So generally it will be one MB, sorry, 1 GB, and I think core, I think maybe one core maybe. So that was the default. So once the container for application master is created, then it will actually the application master to run your mapper and reducer task. So the resource manager is launching a container for application master, but because of the resource, it is expecting 2 GB and one core. Somehow it is not able to launch the container. That's where it is getting stuck. There are some properties to change it. I don't remember trying that only. Okay. So unless the application master container is not started, the application will not, your job will not run. Okay, so yeah, I will check offline. I'll let you know. I'll do the changes in the offline. I'll find out which property. I will make this is working. Meanwhile, I will actually explain you the same or MapReduce program using Python. So probably then I will in the next class I will fix this issue and I will run and show you the both the example. Uh, is that fine?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So I opened this project. Okay. So for okay, I'll go back to. I hope everybody comfortable with Python, right? Is there anyone who's very new to Python or maybe not started learning Python? I assume everybody knows Python. Okay, Nanda, you're new to Python. Okay, so probably for you, I will plan maybe one session to just maybe you can just okay, so Surendra also fine. So I will just uh, I'll set up one session, probably the 1 hour session. Just give you the introduction about Python and the basics about Python. That's enough for to just write these programs. So at least when we go to PySpark, everything is going to be a Python, right? Python plus Spark. So we'll do that. Fine. The others, if others also want to have it, then I will have a separate session like for Python alone. Or if you know others know the Python, then we can just learn by yourself. Uh,
Very what level of expertise is in Python is needed for like to work in Hadoop? Like,
uh, Okay, so basically, I will expect at least the intermediate level, not at the expert level. That expert level, at least to start with, you need a basic level. Say, if you want to become like a good PySpark developer, then you have to be expertise to start learning. As I learning PySpark, if you know the basics of Python, that's enough.
okay, so you mean the
Okay,
basics is
so
fine, but
yeah,
then
yeah, I will tell you one thing. So probably I will just. So I will share you one notebook, Python Jupyter notebook file, means this Python program, where I covered almost basics of Python. Okay, so if you know this, then you are well and good. No, you don't need to know more than this. At least to start your Python as a Python developer, or maybe PySpark to learn about PySpark, you need to know all these concepts. Okay, so I will just tell you in high level. So we'll have a separate session if you want to have it. Okay, so you need to know about the variables part and data types, right? So you need to know about all these data types and what is variables, and there are data structures or collection objects called list, tuple or tuple, dictionary, set. These things you need to know. These are the like your art of your Python manipulation, the data manipulation. You will be using these four types. Okay, and then probably uh, what's about the if else statement and switch case, if all this if else statements you need to know. And then you need to know about this control statement, the break, continue, pass. Like if you have loops, how do you stop in between the loops or based on some condition, all you need to know that. I think I missed loop statement. Yeah, for loop, while loop. There are two loops, loop statement in uh, Python. You need to know about for loop and while loop, and this control statement, and then how to use inbuilt functions in Python, and how to write your own functions that you need to know. Then how to get user input and how to do the file handling. So this is also very important. So file handling perspective, and then object oriented. So object oriented definitely you need to know, because uh, Python also both object oriented programming plus more of scripting language. At least you need to know these three concepts: what is class, what is object, what is inheritance. So these three concepts you should know. And then exception handling, probably I will have to prepare the content for this. And what is module, what is package, and these three are not mandatory. Like um, NumPy, pandas will be like, if you have a pandas knowledge, that's very good. This is SQL Alchemy package for connecting your database. These are all additional. Okay, so at least uh, till package and pandas, though those three. Whatever I told, those topic and exception handling, module, package, and pandas. So these are the things you should know before you learn PySpark. That will be my best advice. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Can you share this list email that what all the things that we know, like we need to, like this file that you have, right? Jupyter file that you're showing.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'll share this. I will share right away after the probably this session, or even I can share later.
No, no, we do it afterwards. That's not an issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So go back to. So we need, these are the concepts you should know. Uh, so once you know that, you should be able to write your see for MapReduce, at least uh, uh, this one, for maybe when you go to PySpark, you may need extra topics, but mostly it will cover in this whatever the topic I put it. Okay, so now coming back to when we write a MapReduce program in Python, so we cannot when we write a MapReduce program in Java, we can use this job client, yarn job client, to submit our job directly. But when you write in Python, you cannot use this, because the yarn client will understand only the Java code. Okay, so it cannot take your Python MapReduce program and run it. So for that, the Hadoop frameworks come up with a solution called Hadoop streaming. So they are giving you one utility called uh, okay. So again, use the same link to rejoin when this meeting closes. Okay. So the Hadoop streaming library, or yeah, I can call it as library. So module, you can use this jar and pass your MapReduce program written in different language. So either Python or Ruby or C++. There are few language which this streaming supports. This is nothing to do with the kind of stream processing or real-time processing. This name is just, they say, streaming, but it's just a module which can take the program written in different programming language and run as a MapReduce job on a Hadoop framework. Okay, so we need to use this jar file, and then you need to specify all their parameters. Like, see, it's like you can think of as a, we have a driver program, right? I showed you a driver program where you set your job information. So these entries you are setting as a arguments to this this module to library. This library, you need to pass this information. So so starting from your mapper class which you written in the form of Python function, Python program, and a reducer class which is your Python program, and input output directory, um, and other things. How many map task you, sorry, reduce task you want to have, and what is the input, hyphen input where you pass the input directory, hyphen output where you need to pass your output directory, all those things, right? So now is it closed? So let's wait. Okay, so now the mapper and reducer we write uh, in this program. Okay, so I created one file called I'm using a ID called PyCharm. Okay, so PyCharm is the ID for writing your Python code. You can download from Google. Just go and type PyCharm download, and you will have a professional edition and community edition. You can just download the community edition, which is free. So when you write a mapper program, the assumption is uh, when you write this, when you run this program, so your input data, which is your blocks, right? The STFS blocks. The framework will take the uh, it will read your block and line by line, and it will actually emit in the your std in as a standard input. Okay, so it will write in the standard input. So in your Python program you have to assume that each line will be written in the standard output. You can read it using the system package. Okay, so for each it's kind of available in std in, you iterate each line and you need to process. So like when you saw MapReduce program, what is happening for you, every line your map method will get called. So that's why you see your one line will be coming to input your map method, you process. Similarly here when you do so in the system.standard in, you get all the lines will be printed there. You iterate each line and you need to process it. So in the loop what we are doing, so think of as a, this is kind of a list is nothing but an array in other programming language, which is a collection of elements. So say example, this is as like a list is created in the using the like symbol of open square bracket, close bracket. Whatever elements you can place it here, so that will be element in your list. So in example, I put all our the data. So example, where is it? Localhost 9870. So this is the coming as our input, right? So I'll take first 3 rows. Uh, the first line is still your adjust closing price. That is one element in your, this is the one element, and second line starts from here. So in the system.std in, you will have all the lines. So you are iterating. So when you iterate here, so first okay, this example actually I created for word count program. Okay, so if you get a line, right? So what you need to do is first you need to do if you have any leading and tailing white spaces. So there is a function called a strip. Okay, so here when you read a line, it's a string. Actually, the line is string. So you can do the string operation like a strip. We'll try to remove the white space before the line and after the line. After that, you split. You can actually specify uh, um, your actually what is your split based on which delimiter. Actually, by default, it does space. So once you split by using a comma separator, you will get all uh, the column value which are separated in the comma separator, right? Then you need to which one we are going to consider as a key in our example, a stock symbol. So stock symbol is in the position 0. Sorry, not position 0, 1, right? So we can actually take that. This is for word count program. I just taken each line and split it as a word, and every word I'm just writing a counter. This is for word count program. For our program, we can do like this. For the current example, which I'm working on stock 1, so this can be words of first position, and here instead of setting a counter value, we should be setting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The eighth position is basically the closing price. So which is going to print your the stock symbol as a key and value as a stock closing price. So this will be written into the again the console. Okay, so the Hadoop MapReduce framework, it is going to sort. So the shuffle and sort, right? Here it is going to sort your keys, which are symbol. Okay, so that's what you write in this Python mapper. So we get each line in the std as a standard input. So we take that each line, we iterate and split the each line, and whichever uh, field we are going to consider as a key value pair, you form it, and again you print it. The framework is going to take all your key value pair, and it is going to sort. When it comes to reducer, again it will be the once it is sorted, it will print in the again it will give you as an input through system std standard input. Just a minute, I'm just getting some background noise.